This episode of the Inside Runner podcast is brought to you by Say Sky. You can shop the full range at saysky.com, where you can also score 15% off our exclusive discount code using the code IRP15 at checkout.
Child, being a skin can bring you so much pain. Now I hear you say you got the best of both ways. Won't you come and take a walk in my shoes and tell me if you take my place? Under cover of my skin, I've heard all your names. If it's all the same, I'll keep on walking.
Welcome to episode number 434 of the Inside Running podcast. Thank you for being with us for another week. We appreciate you tuning in. Bit on the agenda tonight, thanks to Croaks for putting it together. We've got Barcelona half marathon that happened. Yes, that did happen. Oh yeah, it happened last week, Croaks, but it now I know. Wasn't there a really big 10K in Spain as well over the weekend, Croaks?
Yeah, that's there. Castellon or something?
Yeah, the UK fastest time from a woman went down as well, I reckon. So we'll get to a bit of Spanish runner news. The Box Hill Burn happened. We got some highlights from overseas at some indoor meets, including a great run from Keely Hodgkinson, Osaka Marathon. Saucony Battle for Boston was on today, Australian time. We've got Whispers, Moose on the Loose, Listener Question. It's going to be loaded. Preview a few races coming up as well. The Hobart Track Classic, which is the National 3,000 metre champs, and the Tokyo Marathon happening this week. Welcome my co-host. He's had a busy weekend. I think he's been slinging shoes all weekend down at Port Fairy. Welcome to you, Julian Spence.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it was busy. It was busy. Got home from Canberra on Wednesday night, late, and then on Friday driving down to Port Fairy. Got in there bloody real late, and then worked all day on the stall. Got up 4:30 for the race day. Set up the tent, watched Toby win the race, and then left him in the tent and said, "I got to get home, or my family will have moved to Queensland," and left me here with my dog. So I got home.
I did love, though, that you're at swimming lessons today. That made me feel good that you weren't actually working. You were with one of your children at swimming lessons.
Yes. It's funny because, I said on the podcast, like you brought this up in the group chat, but Pia turned into like Trevor Hendy when she was at Croaks' house watching his son, Collis, swim along. And then I take her to swimming lessons. She just sinks to the bottom and like flails around as if she's drowning. And she's done that the last 2 weeks. So I don't know what happened. I need Collis back. I need to bring him down and just spend some time with Pia.
Get the dolphin boy back in.
He'll be happy to go down. Payment in food and he'll be happy. Chocolate, ice cream, cookies.
Our other co-host on this show is a New South Wales 5K record holder. Welcome to you, Bradley Croker.
Thanks, Brady. Yep.
Paperwork being lodged?
No, nothing's been lodged.
He's too modest.
Do you have to do that, or does your agent do that, Croaks?
I will not be lodging any paperwork.
Stephen Hass will lodge that, Croaks. Nick Bode, someone like that.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Life for me is certainly not as hectic as Moose's life, that's for sure.
Certainly not. Don't think many people in Australia's life are as hectic as Moose's at the moment. I had like a bad night's sleep the other night, and then I was like real shitty the next day, and Carly's like, this is how Moose must feel every night, every day of the year at the moment.
It's amazing what you adapt to, actually. The lack of sleep and how you just keep going on, and it actually doesn't affect you much once you get used to it. You also don't have much choice as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
you just got to accept it, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not really doing physical activities like that are hard, which would be it'd be a big difference if I was out running 100K a week or whatever.
Other than the lack of sleep, Moose, is must be fairly exciting period of life though, traveling between a couple of different cities and going down to Port Fairy? Like, you enjoying it?
Yeah, I am. There is a responsibility for me to be at home more than I have been, though, and that's been a bit hard to. Like, I have commitments in multiple places, and the most important commitment is here at home. But I also like I have to do these other things. It's it's important because without those other things getting done, and without me doing the work stuff, there's no house to live in. You know, it's people get a like. I know there's some parents that get a rough go. Like, how do I put this? Like they kind of cop judgment from other people that they're not at home enough and they're working too much and it's not good on the family or whatever. But without that, there's way more financial stress, and you can't pay your mortgage and you can't put food on the table. So, yeah, there's a period of time right now where I have to work a lot. Hopefully, for a period in the future where I don't have to be away as much. So that's what I'm working at now. But I tell you, this being a dad makes you so much more efficient. Like, when I say a dad, a dad of 3 now, I don't fuck around anymore. Like, I am just so much more to the point. I'm not emotional around the business stuff. Like, I don't have time to be stressing about things. I make decisions a lot quicker. I write emails and get back to people way quicker than I used to. And so I think it's actually helping me become a better worker, because I used to procrastinate so much, and I used to let little things get to me a heap more as well in the business side of things. Whereas now I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just take care of that immediately. Bang. Don't worry about it. The emotion's not, I don't have the energy to get emotional over little stuff. I just can't do it because I got to be somewhere in 2 minutes, and I got to be onto the next project really quickly. So I just don't really. I'm not sweating the small things anymore.
There we go. Some life advice early on, Croaks. If we
Well,
all
it's not
didn't sweat
advice.
well, no, but I think it is. I think
the silver
everyone
lining.
can take a bit from that. If you don't sweat the small stuff, just get shit done as well. Just knock it over real quick. Don't dwell on it.
Yeah.
Tell us about. Oh, you go.
No, it's been very good for me. I think I'm handling it. In my opinion, I'm handling it fairly well because I've changed my strategy around things.
Tell us about this knee. A couple of bike rides. It's going to be any day now, Croaks. We get the notification on Strava saying Julian Spencer's back.
Give him some
with his
kudos.
first run. Give him some kudos.
There was one that popped up for a small amount of time. So I went for a walk jog during the week, actually. When was it? It was Monday night we recorded, and I think I'd just done my first rehab session. I was feeling good. Tuesday I worked, and then I did can't remember what, maybe another rehab session. And no, Sunday night we recorded rehab, Tuesday night rehab, and I hadn't felt my knee in 2 days. Wednesday morning woke up, I'm like, today's the day, I'm going for a walk jog. So I had a pair of Superblast 3 sitting there, which was very hard to not go for a run earlier with that sitting there. So I put it on and I walked out the front door of the store in Fishwick, which is like a pretty industrial area, like very industrial area. Croaks, everyone that I say who knows Canberra, when I say where I've got a store in Fishwick, they go, oh, near the hookers.
Yeah, porn and fireworks. That's what it was always known for. back when like fireworks were legal and you could let them off on like one of the long weekends, cracker night.
Yeah. So yeah, I went out there and I'm like, this is a bit grim doing my first run around this industrial estate. I got fucking Commodores hooning past me, and it's just pretty bogan out there. But I did 10 by 30 seconds, and I felt so good. Like, the mechanics came back to me straight away, and just there's something about the movement pattern of running that just puts it's like heroin. I just get this warm feeling through my body. All of a sudden I'm like happy and I'm smiling and I'm like, this is my happy place right here. Even if I was walking between the runs, it still felt like it was a run. And then so I got back. I didn't really feel my knee much. I got back to the store, and then over the course of the day, it didn't get any worse than what it has been the last 4 to 6 weeks. But it hasn't improved since then to a point where I really feel like I should run on again. So there was like this 3-day period that it was amazing, and then it's just gone back to status quo for me. So yeah, I've been cycling, been doing my rehab. Cycling's hard, by the way. Got up to a maximum heart rate a couple of days ago, riding up this trail called Messmate, like maximum it was 188 beats a minute, and I could not go any harder if I tried. I couldn't get to that point running, I don't think. I'm not sure.
Moose, at what point do you go to like sports doc or a specialist about your knee?
Well, my radiographer mate, Lee Moselle, he looked at the scan early days and he pretty much said no real surgical intervention here. So I'm pretty confident in him. He's always been spot on for me. So I think it is just about, even Ali said, you just got to get stronger. Once it gets stronger, you'll be fine. So I've considered it. I've considered getting another scan, going back to the sports doc, but I haven't even given this strength program a chance yet. It's been like 10 days of strength. No, less. It's been 8 days of strength. That's not enough. I need like 4 weeks of strength. Probably 8 weeks, I think, before you see proper adaptation.
You're in no rush though as well.
No way. It's going to be all the more sweeter when I start running again.
Yeah. What about that tiger snake? Save that story for next week. That's today. I'm just flicking through your Strava.
Oh shit.
To be continued with that story.
Scared the bejesus.
Tune into episode 435 for that one.
Oh, that's a Monday story.
How you been going, Croaks? Return of the bike. Your hours have gone from 9 hours 37:42 back up to 12 hours and 59.
Yeah, back into the I guess regular programming of just the grind of training. Just trying to stack week on week because I feel like that's how my running is going to improve. Like I know that I was happy with the 2 races that I did, but knowing that I've only really strung together 8, 9, 10 weeks, like double that, basically put together a good 20-week block, and I'm pretty confident that I'll be running a lot faster then than I am now, despite being, older. So, so I kicked off with Monday, got out for an hour, the Neo Zen 2, quite enjoyed this, 422s, jumped on the bike for an hour that afternoon. And so for these bike rides, I suppose it's uncomfortable to an extent in the garage because it's still quite warm. So I do sweat a bit, but I make sure that I have a couple of drink bottles of fluids and electrolytes and that sort of thing. But I would average probably 130 heart rate for this hour. So it's certainly not hard, but there's some good heat gains there, I feel. So that was Monday. Tuesday, I couldn't join the group for a session because normally both kids have swimming lessons on a Tuesday afternoon and Viv takes them. But last Tuesday, Lily had basketball trials for the upcoming basketball season. So Viv took Lily to basketball and I took Collis to swimming. So I couldn't make training, and I thought to myself, I might just give myself an extra day of jogging and just push everything back a day, given I raced on the Saturday and did 2 hours on the Sunday. I thought maybe I'm being smarter by doing that. So I just got out for another hour on the Tuesday. Wednesday, treadmill session. And it was actually the first treadmill session I've done in close to 3 weeks, I guess. And felt a little bit clunky. I reckon treadmill running is a bit of an art where if you do it regularly, it becomes quite normal. But then if you have a few weeks off the treadmill, it's it's a little bit of an adjustment. Plus, the Canberra weather's changed a little bit where it's still fairly warm, but February's more humid than the other months, and I reckon humidity is a killer in the garage because you just got sweat pissing out of you, and the fans probably don't do enough to help. So the session was 8 by K. Did the first rep at 320s, did the next 6 reps at 315s, and then the last rep at 310s. So it would average 315s for the whole session off 1 minute rest. Heart rate probably got into like the low to mid 160s there, and got out that afternoon for 8K. Thursday morning, my midweek long run. So I pushed it back a day, did 90 minutes, 4:15s. Felt quite good on this. I'm trying to think what I was listening to. I reckon I might have been listening to the monthly on that run.
Oh, yeah. The boys gave you a pump up on there as well.
Yeah, it's probably when I started going from like 420s to 410s.
It's just a segment of that show every week where everyone just gets excited about croaks.
Well, hopefully I can.
I love that part of the show.
Hopefully I can keep it going for a bit longer before injury or something.
Chriso's pretty sick. He hasn't run all week.
Oh, what's he
got? He's got bad fever and stuff.
No.
Got the virus. Yeah. Got the coronavirus.
Yeah. Hard to get himself out of bed. That's right. I've still got 8 weeks, so he'll be right.
Yeah. Thursday Arvo, went to the gym. Friday just did 45 minutes or so, and then an hour on the bike later that day. Saturday session, back on the treadmill and did 6 by 6 minutes. Once again, fairly humid. Did the first rep at 17.5K an hour, to like 326s. Then did 4 reps at 320s and the last rep at 315s. Once again, heart rate sort of in that low to mid 160s by the end of the session. Got out that afternoon for another 8K, and then did 2 hours 10 yesterday, solo out at Mulligan's. Just had music in the ears, and 4:15s for 30.5K and 90 grams of carbs, and I think a little bit more climbing. It's about 400 meters of elevation over that 30K. Felt good. Felt like I could have kept going for another 15, like half hour, quite comfortably. So for me, it was a week of 145K of running and 2 hours on the bike and a gym session. And body's good, energy levels are good. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. Like, last week was like those sort of bread and butter sessions. Like nothing was crazy intense, but it was enough that I'm going to continue to get fit off that sort of training.
Where was the group on Sunday, Croaks?
Rob had to take his kids to sailing. Zach has actually
sailing.
Yeah.
Hold up a second.
Yeah.
Rob's kids do sailing.
Well, I found out that on Saturday afternoon when we were trying to organise the group run. He said, "Yep, son's got sailing at like 8:30, so I'm going to have to go like late morning." And I'm like, "Well, I'm not doing late morning." And then Zach has moved back to Orange for a year or so for work. And then Jack wanted to do this like One Tree Hill haul run, and I'm just like, it's a bit more like single track and a bit sort of on camp.
It doesn't leave Mulligan's.
It's actually you can run there from Mulligan's, but it was one of those things where I don't want to change too much in training. You start adding these different variables where you do a run that's single trail, it's on a camber, and then 2 days later you're like, like my tib post is sore or something like that. So I'm like, no, I'm just going to stick to what I know.
That is going to be a boring training week for the rest of your life.
He loves it though. Put in the music.
Treadmill sessions, runs Mulligan's.
That's the thing. I love it though, Moose. I am such a creature of habit. Like I would do this for 52 weeks straight. It would not bother me at all.
How's this long run, Moose? 30K, 30.5K, 4:15 pace.
Oh, yeah.
Medio pace has got him at 3:59, 7% challenging weather. His average heart rate, so he's climbed over, 405 meters, average heart rate, 132. And I know heart rates mean different things to different people, but I know his profile. He's not even working hard.
Well,
yeah, but if you look at his, you know what you do? You do 220 negative 53, which is his age. All of a sudden, his max is a lot lower than ours.
well, for
Brady.
context, Moose, I hit 182 in those races that I did. So that max is still fairly high, 182.
Got the max of a what?
Don't they say 70% of your max for like
38
very
or-
easy jogging pace?
So I reckon if your max is 182 and you're jogging for 2 hours 10 at 132, like that's not bad.
He's only
No,
just
it's good for you. I've seen that before.
70% is 127. And Sundays you get rolling a bit more. Everyone knows that.
Especially on those hills.
He's
that he
at
runs.
70% of max.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It felt
And he's
good.
averaging 359.
I find for me, like, I reckon the long run is a really good indicator of just fitness. Like, if you're getting through it without it feeling like a grind and you've got half an hour, like you could easily go for another half an hour. For me, that's always been a sign that, all right, I'm in actually pretty good shape now.
So fit. What do you got? 2 weeks until that 5K?
Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks. No, it'll be a week this Friday. Just got to see in terms of what my requirements are on the night and stuff like that. So I'll just play that one by ear a little bit.
Hey, Magic Mike's going to be there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Not the stripper.
Yeah.
I was listening to I had some like banked up Hamish and Andy episodes, and I was listening to one from like December today, and he was on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the guy at Croaks' race.
Because he's good mates with Liam, who's putting on the event. So we went out last Wednesday or last Thursday evening out to Woden with the Martin Fry who's going to do the timing for the night, just as a bit of a recce. And actually ACT,
Is he an ultra runner?
Yeah, he was like a gun.
Yeah, I remember.
And so he
that guy.
does like all like timing for events all over the place. So we just went out to sort of scope it out a little bit. ACT Masters Athletics was on at the time. So
They would have seen you coming. It would have been like a rock star rolling in for the Masters event.
no idea who I
A few
was.
guys through the fence.
This is the new buck on the block. Here he is.
But
You got to get yourself an ACT Masters T-shirt, Croaks.
Well,
Walks in with his record.
I'm
printed off,
registered though
laminated.
with the New South Wales club, so I don't know if I can be registered with ACT Masters if I run for Sydney Uni.
This is that
You
red
got-
tape.
Totally different organisation, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, event. So basically, entries. We've got 150 entries plus a couple that we'll obviously add to the invitational. Which at the moment, the invitational race really struggling to get quality athletes. So some of these like pro athletes, they must make way too much money, because I would have thought for $2,000. It's worth a trip either from Sydney down to Canberra or from Melbourne up to Canberra. $2,000 for a 5K.
Is 2,000 the winning, or the prize pool is 2,000?
No. So the fastest male gets $2,000. The fastest female gets $2,000. Second in the men's gets 1,000. Second in the women gets 1,000. At the moment, if you're
500 for third.
At the moment, if you're a sub 15-minute 5K guy, you're probably going to walk away with $1,000.
Really? And there's only like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
So Michael Rogue is committed. But I think he's coming back from injury.
Yeah, not as. I think he's still fit, but not like peak fit.
So he's the standout in the men's at the moment, and Clara Des. So she's like sub 16 5K. So she's quality.
Anglesey girl.
But outside of that, I would probably be second seed in the men's.
Does everyone think that like
cash.
Cam Myers and Leanne and that are there? So no point going.
Maybe.
Not there.
And look, I've made an effort. I sent a message to a guy who loves winning prize money, loves cash.
Sliding into
Tommy
DMs.
DeCano.
Oh yeah.
But no, he's got a weekend in the
stuffed.
Hunter Valley. And I said, it must be a pretty special weekend if you're giving up a bit of prize money. Contacted Robbo.
What about Nick Earl?
Robbo,
Get Nick Earl down there.
Robbo said he would be interested coming back to Canberra for the weekend, but he's in Japan that weekend doing a half marathon.
As in Brett Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah, the old king of Canberra.
Contacted a guy who's closely associated with the Yong Group down in Melbourne, and so I've put it out there.
We need a man of the people. Who could we get? Someone who's like blue collar, 14, 15 guy, can go up there and win some cash.
Because it'd be good to have somebody challenge Rogues. Like, don't let him walk away with $2,000.
I don't think you need a superstar. I think you just need that next tier.
Yeah.
I might send
a few. What about those young bucks?
I've also contacted the Wollongong crew. So like Luke Hintz, who ran 13:44 at Box Hill.
Nath Stoke might drive up Croaks. He'd run 14:20.
There you go.
Keep Jai Edwards.
Yeah, Jai Edwards,
Yeah,
Rory Hunter.
I reckon 5's a bit far for Jai at the moment coming back. But anyway, if you're interested and you fit the bill, reach out to me for a start.
Yeah, because look at those Box Hill Burn results. We'll get to those shortly. But there's a stack of guys running under 14:30 there.
Canberra's not that far, but
get in the car, boys.
It's expensive flights at Canberra.
Yeah.
You just drive it, wouldn't you?
I'd drive it if I was in Melbourne. I reckon what's hurt it a little bit, and I said this to Liam, was I think if we do it next year, push it back until just after Nationals. Because at the moment, like if $2,000 is good prize money, and I'm sure some of our top athletes would be interested in that. But there's basically a Grand Prix meet every second weekend, and so they've probably like mapped out their season. Whereas something that just comes at the end of Nationals for a bit of fun probably would attract those people.
It's good you filled all the other spots though. Like I thought that would be more of the challenge. Fill the rec running spaces before. Yeah.
And the depth. So I had a look at the start list and I've started like seeding them into races. So at this stage, I guess the invitational race is probably like sub 16-minute runners. But then the B race, the spread there is like 16:15 to 17:30. So that's like, we're talking like 20 to 23 runners per race. The next race, 17:45 to 18:40. Next one, 18:50 to 19:25. Next one, 19:30 to 20:15. 20:30 to 22:50. So it's really targeted that, I suppose, fast park runner, like that rule. Yeah. So
that's good.
Should be a good night.
That's great. I mean, this is the bridge right here, isn't it?
They'll run 30 seconds quicker too on a track, people around.
Yeah,
not doing U-turns on a bike path.
It doesn't have to be the bridge though. This could be the end point. This could be their track and field. They don't need So basically 100 of the 150 are looking to break 20 minutes, which is, that's solid running.
I'd love to see your data. Maybe you've got it when they signed up. Like how many of these people have never run on a track before?
Yeah, well, we could add that next year. One issue though, actually Viv wanted me to bring this up, lack of females in terms of who have entered on the night. I reckon there's probably, out of the 150, there's probably 20 women.
Yeah, that would be a trend across, I'd nearly say, like all the track nights, wouldn't it? Like you look at Box Hill, you look at, I know Pulse is doing one this week. I think they've got one field, like the Tiger 5K. I'd be interested to see, Croaks. I think you're fighting the same fight that everyone's fighting.
Maybe it's 25 to 30 of the 150.
Vic Champs Moose, would there be one or two female? Yeah, I'd have to look it up.
There might be 3 at Vic Champs.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the same reason we sell 5 men's super shoe to everyone, ladies. Mm-hmm. It's like a the ladies don't feel like they're worthy of considering themselves racing on the track or buying super shoes or whereas men don't care.
It probably is a bit daunting. Like Viv's entered as well, and Viv's never done a track race in her life, and so she's like going, "Oh, how do I know how many laps I've got to go?" And like I could see how it would be a bit daunting in it. On the track, there's nowhere to hide. Like people are going to see you for the whole 25 minutes or whatever, however long you're out there. Whereas you go and do a park run, people see you at the start, you running around, no one cares, but people are going to see you every single lap that you run, and that could be intimidating for some, maybe.
Why is that different? Why is that different for a lady compared to a man? That's not a gender-specific issue.
Yeah, I don't know. But maybe.
Oh, especially when you're having a shit one. You've got to keep going around. Yeah, whereas I've just typed in the chat GPT as we were talking, they reckon the major marathons are 55-45, like much even there.
Men to women.
Men to women, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's on the massive improve. Historically, it used to be 70-30 men to women. Parkrun, they think close to 50-50. There we go. Yeah.
That's-
And then like more charity based fun run it is, there are more like can be up to 58% female, which is interesting. I'll tell you about a training week, boys. Well done, though, Croak. Sounds like things are tracking well there from an organisational point of view. Monday, I did 50 minutes, very easy, 4:47 pace. I did a workout last Saturday, then I had a long run Sunday, and then I had a workout again Tuesday. So I'm like, I had to make this easy, which it was. Tuesday, I did 15K like tempo, steady. Do you guys use the language tempo when it's slower than threshold?
Oh. Well, I
know some countries they use tempo as threshold.
Yeah, I'm probably guilty of like in someone's program, I'll just put tempo, but then I'll put like 60 minute pace, or a bit slower.
Yeah.
I use steady.
Yeah.
Steady.
So did I. I used 15K steady. So I just wanted to be out there for like a long tempo-y. It was a bit warm. I think Medio pace had me at 326s, but I really averaged 330s. Heart rate was 157 average. This was good. Just I kind of like these because you lock into a pace and it never feels that hard. And you just I had the headphones in, just listening to some music, doing a long tempo. Easy way to get some Ks in. Wednesday, I had to drive to the airport super early Wednesday morning, dropped my sister-in-law's off down there and then drove home and then ran at like midday. Strangest time to run. A midday run. So weird. Just feels out of sync.
Go again. Who are you dropping off?
Carly's sisters, my sister-in-laws. They were going.
How did you get stitched up with that?
Doesn't work.
Well, no, they said to me that they were going to get a ride from here to Bendigo, then they were going to get on a bus from Bendigo to Southern Cross, and then a train, then going to get on another bus from Southern Cross to the airport. I'm just like, you know what? That sounds way too complicated. I've got the morning off work. I'll drive you. We'll leave at 5:30. So just a good bloke. They helped me out a bit, Moose. They hosted Christmas this year, did a good job of Christmas. So I thought this is good for me.
Some favours to call in there.
Just helping them out. Yeah. So that was easy, just 55 minutes when I got back. Sunday was 70 minutes before school, 4:33s. Friday, had a shocker night's sleep Thursday. I reckon I was rolling off 5 hours sleep, Moose. This is the day I was talking about before. Don't want to complain about sleep when I'm talking to someone who has newborn twins. But yeah, rough night's sleep. And monophylax's actually a pretty good workout when you haven't had much sleep because I just got to run in one direction for 10 minutes, turn around, come back again. That's what I did. I hit 6.22K, which was 4 seconds a K quicker than what I hit last month. There's a little bit. I didn't have remember I was talking about having some bicarb and some Nomeo. I was like, if I can get through this workout, if I can get down the road and back, that's a win. I'm not worrying about that stuff today.
Well, you got to be up before, because you started this monitor at 6:53, so you got to be up before 4 o'clock to take the Nomeo.
And the thing was, I had that speaking gig. Remember I told you about that last week? That was late Thursday night. So I was wide when I went to bed, and I got to bed at like 11. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get up at 5-ish for this workout. And then I was just staring at the ceiling at like 4 a.m. And I'm like, I may as well get up and have some bicarb. But I was so shitty that I'm like, nah, it's all good. Saturday was 70 minutes. And then Sunday I went to Bendigo. We ran over the hills. This was good. We were missing a few soldiers. So Andy was at a Bucks party. Nathan Stote was winning fun runs up in Albury. But Will Lewis was in town, boys. You know Will? Great bloke.
He came to our Surf Coast run. He used to win all the 4K, the kids race at the Roo Run all the time.
I think he won the open race this year, didn't he?
No, he did. He left the kids stuff and he come and run with the adults this year.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him about the Roo Run, but spoke about a number of other things.
Took a leaf out of your book, did he, Moose? Come down and win the kids race?
You do the double?
I used to win both, mate. He's never won both. He's always been in the kids race. So no, it was good for him to do that. It was a great race. He out sprinted some other person. Sam Bunnage.
Oh yeah. Geez, that's a good field, isn't it, for the Roo Run?
You would have come 12th that day, I reckon.
I'm glad they didn't rock up the year before. So yeah, he was there. He was in town doing a steeplechase or something in Bendigo. He was saying he's in some Athletes Australia development steeple program, and then Bendigo had a steeple on, so he stayed the night, did the long run with us. It's good.
What did he run?
He did 20K. There was a point.
Steeple.
Oh, I don't know. Didn't even check. Didn't even ask him, to be honest.
Didn't ask him what he ran. He'd driven to Bendigo for a specific event, and you didn't ask him how his race
That's
went.
because Brady would have been talking about himself for 2 hours.
Well, the worry was, boys, that I didn't actually know he was in the pack. And when Andy wasn't there, Nate Stote wasn't there, like someone had to take over the alpha position. Matt Buckle wasn't there. So I was like, I just went, straight to the front. And then like 20 minutes in, I'm like, this guy's been behind me for a long time. And I'm like, who have I been teeing off on for the first 20 minutes? And he's like, g'day, Brady, how you going? And I'm like, oh, shit, Will Lewis is behind me here. So, yeah, I'll look him up, though. He was really downplaying it. I think he just wanted to get a bit of a feel for it. How do you...
How's life as an alpha, though?
Well, I'm always generally the alpha when I go back there. Like it's, Andy's like the official alpha, but I think I still have some kind of presence down there, which is good. So, yeah, you know what I mean, Moose.
Have to see that in person.
Yeah, well, everyone's just friendly down there. But then everyone peeled off. There's a 20K like peel off, and I was in like the front pack, and there was about 8 of us, and 7 of the 8 peeled off to go left, saying, show's over, we're going back to the cars from here. And then I was the only one that peeled off right. But then luckily, Stephen Van Reeves and Beck Wilkinson, they were a couple of seconds behind me, and they did the big loop with me. So that was good. 116K for the week. 8 weeks to Boston, boys. I think we might throw in doubles this week. Throw in a couple of doubles. What do you reckon, Croaks?
Yeah, I reckon you've been pretty patient.
Need to get the mileage up, don't we? Get that up a bit.
953 for your boy Will Lewis.
953.
But then
paying him to run that.
But on his Strava, it does say steeple tempo +5 by 3 minute threshold off 60-second jog.
Yeah, I think it was just maybe like an introduction to the event. Because he won that 1500 at Box Hill on the Thursday night in like 3:51.
I know he's going well. Yeah. He's fast. He's fit right now. But you're going to go to Bendigo, the whole way to Bendigo to do a tempo run for 9 minutes? Can't you just put a few hurdles up around your local track and do that?
He got to spend 90 minutes with me the next morning. A couple of hills in Bendigo. So that was good. Yeah, good week. Couple of doubles this week, Croaks. Like, I'm not in a bad spot. I reckon I can get pretty fit. Like, I can handle a 30K long run over there. It was like 24 degrees too. It was pretty warm. So, yeah, I reckon I can get pretty fit the next 8 weeks. Get some doubles in. Get that long run out to 35, 36K. We're laughing. Hey, we do have a new partnership to talk about, boys, and I have referenced it a few times leading in to recapping our trainer weeks, and we've spoken about it for ages. Medio Pace and Inside Run podcast. We've got a special code to use. You boys have been on this, and you told me to get on it last week, and I've always had the app on my phone, but I never connected it to Strava because the main reason I was using it was with my coaching. So, like, say someone had a marathon coming up, I would log onto the app, I would see the weather conditions, it would tell me how many seconds per K the weather is going to impact them. And then that would guide my conversations with my athletes about how we're going to come up with race plans. Where the wind's going to be on the course, what pace we think you're in and what pace to kind of relax into given the weather. And I found it a really, really great tool to be able to work with my athletes to be able to come up with race plans. And now I probably didn't understand just how much was in the app. So like the planning, like once you sync your Strava to it, so even tomorrow I've got a bigger workout and I can click on it now and it says to me like, what time are you going to do your workout? So I've said like 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, the workout's going to go for an hour. It's synced up to my training zones. So that's telling me at the moment that my threshold pace is 322 per K, which it probably is. And it's saying, well, tomorrow you're probably going to be going at an adjusted pace of 325. And I'm just like, cool. Because how many times would I go in there going, I've got to beat 322 for this workout and like not respect the weather and just be gung-ho on a training pace like that. So that's great there as well. And then the stuff on Strava, like I've been too easy on myself, boys. Everything I upload at the moment just says like challenging. Well done, challenging. Like this, it's crazy. Probably I underestimated how much it impacts your pace. Like your run yesterday, Croaks, it's saying 17 seconds per K. Given the heat, the hills, the wind, the elevation.
It's more generous than I thought. Like that, it's more like 17 seconds over a long. That's a lot. Croaks. It also takes into account the elevation as well.
Yeah.
just
So that's
the weather.
everything. That's all of it, and the wind.
Yeah, and the wind
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and the humidity. So, like temperature, humidity, altitude as well. I think it takes into account.
Yeah, it does. Because I remember looking at my data after Ballarat Marathon, because that's at 400 meters or something, isn't it? Elevation, something like that.
Yeah.
So we've got pretty exciting. So Phil's going to come on the show in the next few weeks, but we've got a bit of a code that people can try this app for free. So it's an exclusive offer for people who haven't signed up or tried the app before, so new users only. And you got to use the code Inside Running, all cap locks. So first up, download the latest app from wherever you download your apps from on your phone. Go to the profile tab, hit account, then redeem the offer with the code Inside Running, and you'll get the first month of the pro subscription for free. So test it out, have a play around, see what we're talking about. Because even when we were jogging yesterday, we we're like, "Oh, what's Medio Pace going to give us for this one?" Like, let's
What'd
really
you end up with yesterday?
Yesterday it was, we averaged 4:26, I think it was, but Medio Pace said that was worth 2 seconds, just opening it up now. 4:15, so 13 seconds a K, 5%, not quite as bad as your 7%, Croaks.
Yeah, it was quite humid here yesterday.
You know, one thing it doesn't take into account, road surface. That might be his next. So we're like, our terrain, like we don't get any points for that, and you're running over rocks and stuff, like not nice fire roads like you were.
But even then, it's like, well, surely Mulligan's is got to be is slower than if I was on the road.
Yeah, it's not tarmac, is it? Phil's done a great job building this app, and we're just like, you know what he's missed? He's missed this thing.
I've had a lot of. Remember when it first popped up, we thought Phil was Moose, because Moose was the first one of us three
Moose
to be sort of on board. But I've had quite a few conversations with Phil over Instagram where he's actually like taken a deep dive, or sort of in the early days, he'd ask me, he's like, "Oh, do you feel like that's about right?" Or there's one run there where I'm like, "Oh, you've really stiffed me up there. Like this run compared to that run, like this run felt way harder than that one." And he had a look, and I don't understand it all, but he worked out what was wrong with it. So he's tinkered a lot with it to get to this stage.
Yeah, and for people who are self-coached, or even if you do have a coach as well, I think it's so handy, because online coaches like us can only do so many things, to have it as a bit of a guide for when you see what pace your coach wants you to go in training. Your coach can't be there to check the weather every single day for you, but just being like, all right, the Medio Pace is saying 5 seconds a K. My coach has set me this pace, maybe go somewhere in between, maybe start at that pace so you can finish strong, whatever it is. So download the app, go to the profile tab, hit account, and then put the code in Inside Running, and you get a month of the pro subscription for free. And then you can use it, figure out what you want to do after that. A massive thanks for this official partnership with Medio Pace and Inside Running Podcast. Let's thank some Patreon supporters, boys. Who you got, Croaks?
I got Peter Hanwell from Bedford in the UK, and according to Strava, he's run 18:55 at the Great Denham Park Run, which was 12 days after a marathon, 39:52 at last year's Bedford Twilight 10K, 86 minutes at the Great Eastern Half Marathon, and 3:20 at the Milton Keynes Marathon. He runs with the Diamond Runners, and I'm pretty sure he's a retrofit assessor. You know all about that, Moose?
Never heard of it before. Have you?
Well, isn't retrofit where they like do up a... No, actually, forget that. Cut that, Brady. No, I'm not sure.
It's a qualified professional who conducts on-site, non-intrusive energy efficiency assessments of domestic properties. They evaluate installation, heating, ventilation, and structural conditions to produce data.
Weird.
Well, it doesn't sound that weird. Sounds like a good job.
Doesn't sound that normal.
Yeah, it might be a UK thing.
Yeah, you got any mates that do retrofitting assessing?
I reckon it'd be pretty common these days, though, because you know how like all houses have like energy like star ratings and stuff. They would be the people that would determine how energy efficient your house is. Would they?
There we go.
Don't know.
Maybe. Who you thinking, Moose?
I have Eamon or Eamon. Who are we going with there? Eamon or Eamon?
Eamon.
I'll go Eamon.
Eamon, even though it starts with an E.
Yeah.
So you're saying the E is silent?
Silent E.
I don't know. Maybe I should go the opposite to Brady because Brady's never had a great track record.
You guys, there's some famous people called Eamon. Yeah. And they're spelled exactly the same way.
All right. Eamon Kennedy from Melbourne has run 19:02 at the 2025 Box Hill Burn, 39:27 at last year's Lakeside 10, 89 minutes at the 2024 Burnley half, 10 at the Burnley half. I don't know what you got going on there, Craigs. And 3:15 at the 2024 Melbourne Marathon. He thinks he's part of Vigor Running Group. Or do you think that, Craigs?
Yeah, I think that.
He actually is part of Vigor Running Group. And he's a mechanical engineer, which I kind of know what they do. But when someone says like mechanical engineer, it's not someone who fixes cars. For someone who was wondering about that, they're not a mechanic. Because I know there's some people out there going, "That's a mechanic, fixes my car," but it's not. It's not that.
I never thought that.
No, it's someone who does a lot of spreadsheeting, I reckon.
In the office, you reckon?
Yeah, oh yeah, big time office guy.
All right, thank you, Eamon, for your support of the Inside Running Podcast. I'm going to thank Matthew Hewitt from Knutsford in the UK. Ran all his PBs last year, so he's in form, in shape. They are 35:43 at the High Lead 10K, 77 minutes at the Liverpool Half Marathon, and 2:45 at the London Marathon. Going to ask you which one's the best in a second, Moose. Strava bio says that he started running for fitness. Now he runs to run. Oh, isn't that beautiful? She'll get that on a new bit of merch. What's the best PB, Moose? 35:77 or 2:45?
Yeah, well, I reckon the 2:45 is actually pretty good conversion.
No, 35. The answer's 35, Craigs.
71 if you double it, plus an extra K, 4 minutes. Yeah, 75, 76 should be running, you reckon?
It's the 10K, but who knows what the High Lead 10K is. Could be 9K.
Sounds legit. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. Big week of Patreon content coming at you. We've got the UK Monthly boys and my boy Dan Nash, 211 at Seville boys. He was telling me during the week, he's like how fired up he was about how Clousey treated him on the last recording. He was thinking about it for the last 10K. Really got him going over that last 10K.
He ran 211, did
Yeah, he ran 211. Yeah, he ran like a minute and 10 or 15 second PB. Double dip from Valencia. Stuffed his ankle like 3 weeks ago and had to miss a week.
Double dipping. That is a rare success there.
Well, he's going to triple dip. He's going for London as well.
No, I don't like that. But this double dip, that's going to give people some confidence because there's a lot of people out there that go, can never double dip. Like that just never works out in your favour. You've had a crack at it. Just move on.
Well,
have a rest.
Brady sort of did.
I did it.
I know.
Yeah.
A sark into Ballarat. You know what? I listen to his podcast and they'll go into it more detail in the monthly, I'm sure. But because he's such a numbers man, I think the numbers were telling him that he wasn't actually going to run that well. And he was kind of like a bit down on confidence. Like he was saying, I might run between, 2:13 and 2:15. And I don't think he actually did some of the lab testing that he usually does. And now he's annoyed because he doesn't have that data to put next to that result. So.
Did he still go out on his heart rate?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Different
look
shoes,
at his heart rate
different
graph.
shoes too, I think, to previous marathons.
Yeah. He used the Pumas. Anyway, they'll talk about that. They're recording over the weekend. The Road to Somewhere team, they're also on this week. Nick Earl, Leanne Pompiani, Ali Pashley. And Moose, you got some details about some special release dates for some of our Patreon supporters.
Well, I don't know whether I'm allowed to say release dates yet, but maybe I am. But in early March, very early, first week, Super Blast 3 comes out. There's a cheeky few running company stores, Canberra, Clifton Hill, Geelong, Torquay. that have custom designed a pair of shoe Super Blast 3 matching socks. Now, their shoe make really nice socks. I don't know if you boys ever have one, but it's actually
good sock.
Up there with some of the best socks I've ever worn.
Viv has a pair.
Oh, she does have a pair. I remember. Does she like them?
She does. Yep.
I've actually got a pair for you, Croaks. One of the shoe guys gave me a pair to give to you, but it's like
convenient.
I've been sitting in my wardrobe for like 4 months.
You can 10 wears later. Yeah. Here you go.
No, they're different size. I'll post. I'm like, it's not worth posting them to you for a pair of socks, but yes, you do actually have 2 pairs. They're just in my wardrobe. Yes. I'll post them up.
Well, the running, like Inside Running, can have a crack at this. So on the Shop Your Favorites, you're about to update our website after this show, Brady.
Zach will. I bet I was coded on our website today, but more on that later.
Well, it'll go on the Shop Our Favorites section. Patrons get first crack because there's only going to be 100 of these free for each store. So if you get lucky, first 100 Super Blasts out of these stores, you're going to end up with a pair of socks, free ones. The Inside Running podcast will actually... We're taking expressions of interest in this. So if you've considered getting one and you want to get a free pair of socks with it, well, why don't you just jump on this form, click the color you want, click the size you want, click the sock you want. Do you want a half crew, a quarter crew? Or you can click no, don't want a sock. And then you can put your deets in. And if you want other things, submit it. This is going to be a fairly sought after shoe, I reckon. Probably the most worn shoe in the whole world. And they're coming out with a new one. It's a bit different. It's got Leap foam, which is found in the race shoes under the forefoot. Feels a bit softer. Feels a little bit bouncier. Maybe a little less stable, but comfort-wise, most people put it on and go, oh, what is this? I've never felt this before. Might use it differently, though. Like instead of being that real long-run shoe, I think people will wear it for more day-to-day runs. It's just a little bit more flexible, a little bit softer.
Okay. Looking forward to trying it out. One of the probably most hyped releases of the year, wouldn't it? Yeah.
So if you're in, I mean, I'll just do another little pump up because we're talking about releases. But if you're around just Geelong, our Geelong launch event sold out. That was March 2nd. March 3rd, we're doing one in Torquay. So you can get down, you can actually go for a run in these shoes. And if you, before you commit to them, you can take the wear test kit out. Got the ASICS fan coming down the coast. And then Canberra, Croaks, you didn't get an entry. We're sold out in Canberra, March 5. I was expecting to see your name there with 4 tickets, the whole family.
I was expecting an entry in the post, Moose.
Mate, they're free. You just got to click your name and go, Brad Croker's coming. I'm not going to reserve you a spot, but
I've taken 50 to your store before. I know what happens.
Luckily, Croaks, the next day we're going again. So I said to Sam Hopper, I'm like, you better find a bed in town.
Oh, he loves Canberra. He'd do 7 days straight of these wear tests in Canberra.
You know he's got beef with Croaks, though, Moose.
There's no beef.
We could do a live little show. I could live stream it when they get together down there.
What a little octagon in the straw.
I reckon it would be fun.
You couldn't.
He's a bit wild.
You couldn't find Hopper. Hopper's too nice to fight.
They're back on talking terms, I think.
Nah, they're good again. I think they're good again. But
it's a year of Croaks mending relationships. He was telling me off air.
Well, do you know? Like I've noticed that after that that show came out where it made him look like a real goose because he kept pulling out of races. All of a sudden, he started racing more. Oh, yeah. I think that little what do we call that?
Nadia has done God's work there.
Nadia has changed the trajectory of Croaks' running and his life.
Well, it helps as well that I'm somewhat fit and not injured, so I can race.
Yeah, but now there's a bit of I reckon you've got you're a changed man. Mm. You're activated.
I love how this turned into a plug about the Super Blast, and now we're talking about Nadia taking the piss out of Croaks.
But didn't he change his tune after that event? After that came out,
that's what he needed.
Episode.
Yeah,
he needed a kick up the ass. Nadia's been good for you, Croaks.
Yes.
I reckon we could get Nadia to get him going on some other stuff too.
This week's running news segment, I'm moving on, is proudly brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration, Barcelona half marathon, Croaks. It happened just after we finished recording last Sunday night. New Australian record.
Yeah, so I guess the race was won by Hagos Gebrehewit in 58.05. He was pretty much solo. Dominic Labalou was second, 59.26. And yeah, Jack Rayner came across the line in sixth in 59.53, I think is the official time. That was the one I saw on the results. National record took, 4 seconds off Brett Robinson's record. I guess not overly surprised. Like, he hasn't probably didn't have the greatest year last year, but we've seen what the guy can do, like in the past. Like, won that Commonwealth Games half marathon years and years ago, 27 low on the track.
Sub 13 this time last year, indoor track.
So it's not surprising, and sort of reminded me actually of the bet that I've got with Moose about over a case that at some point Jack will run faster than what Robbo has in the marathon. You remember that bet, Moose?
It's actually a great bet. Like,
it's not the Australian record. It's just quicker than Brett Robinson.
No, because the discussion was at the time Brett had the record, and I said, look, I think Jack will run faster than Brett.
At some point, he'll end up with a faster PB.
Why did you take that bet, Moose? Because he's younger, plus the shoe technology. Oh, did you think Brett would go on more? We'll talk about him in a second. Like, did you think Brett would be a 2:05 guy?
Brett's still run, 2:07 high?
Yeah, Australian record.
No, yeah. Moose is more in it's better to have the time on the board. It's harder to chase than it is. You're better off having bird in the hand.
And we still, like, as much as Jack Rayner's come out and broken Australian records, 5, indoor 5, 10 on the track, half on the, and half on the road, then we still haven't seen him being successful at a top elite, top shelf level yet. Like, he wins Melbourne Marathon. He's run 2:11 something for the marathon.
Yeah, I reckon he ran a bit quick. I reckon he did that on debut, but I reckon he ran a little bit
2:11.06
quicker after that. Did he run a 2:10?
It says 2:11.06 on his profile.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That was at London. Didn't Brett just go under? Like, was Brett 2:10.58 or something that same day? They were really close together.
Jack's body is the thing that's let him down. Like, he just hasn't been able to string together, I suppose, the work needed for the marathon. And as we know, like, the difference between the work needed to run a good half marathon compared to the marathon is quite significant. But like, looking at his Strava, he's definitely strung together a good block of like close 174 and a half, 174K. So he's never been up around that mileage before. And so,
but that's his average, or that's what he's,
I reckon. Yeah, look, I reckon over the last 2 months, there's a lot of weeks here that are over 100 miles.
Yeah.
So
it's good.
Yeah.
That is, you got some insane talent. You've got some proven history of success on the roads. We just haven't seen the 42K success. And it'll depend a bit on where he runs next. Like, these days, the location's everything, isn't it, for the marathon?
Yeah, and in the women's, Lois Chemnung, she won in 64.01, which is pretty solid. And Wayne Kaladi broke her own US record, running 66.04 for second. So it's a bit old news now, but I feel like we needed to recap Jack's run.
Yeah. Do you think he has pressure on him now to go to the marathon? Like, why does he have to be a marathoner? Can he just go track, roads, dominate Valencia half marathon, Valencia 10K, go back to Barcelona, go to Houston 1 January, ran quick over there?
I don't think the track is hindering him, though. I think the track can work for him. Like, I think there's genuine progress and benefit to running on the track and coming out of it. You just can't go all in on it. As with these new, like, if he wants to run a marathon, you can't go all in on track.
Yeah.
You sort of use it as a bit of a training tool for the overall picture, which would be marathon.
Well, look at our best marathoners, Deke, Mona. Those guys didn't shy away from track races. They still did. They still did a heap of track races. Yeah, but I guess Jack's a professional athlete. Wouldn't he make more money from going more marathons than he would from track races? Surely that's where the money is. Like he
Definitely.
would make good appearance money from the roads and the marathon, whereas he's probably not getting that at track races.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Probably not money, but you still want to run as fast as you can. You still want to finish your career going, I did this. And we all love times. Like we all want to say, I mean, I've never been in this spot, but going, I ran a 5K under 13 minutes. Like that, that's probably worth more than winning a few fucking City to Bays and earning $1,000
Yeah.
to finish your career with the bragging rights and the ego boost. Not an ego boost, it's the pride of running.
I know what you mean.
Of having a fast time on the board.
Get to your ceiling kind of thing too.
Yeah.
Box Hill Burn happened. This was Thursday night. Box Hill do a great job of this. Like these fields, so deep. Like considering what we saw at Perth for that national permit meet or whatever it was the week before, these guys smack this up. Women's Linden Hall won 14:56. Nozomi Tanaka, like one of the best races in Japan. She's over here running around Melbourne on a Thursday night, boys. 15:06. Maudie Skyring 15:24. Crazy top three when you start thinking about those names.
I think Linden's run as well was the fastest 5K by an Australian in Australia.
Abby Caldwell paced her as well.
Yep.
The stream was a bit sketchy, like just moving the attention away from. I get what they were trying to do, show everyone when they were coming in the home straight, but that's maybe good at the finish. You want to see the leaders out in front as much as you can.
The races, like you got Linden Hall.
Yeah.
You want to watch Linden Hall.
Yeah, we don't need to see a high five and everyone at the finish line. That's when you can show us everyone's last 30 metres. But yeah, that was the only bit of criticism I had of that event. Men's race was epic. Brett Robinson, 13:28. Seth O'Donnell, 13:29. Callum Davies, 13:31. Doesn't sound that epic when you look at the results. That's what I did before actually watching the video. Then I watched the video. Seth had Andre Waring pacing him. They went at 13:15 pace, got him to about 2K. And then Brett had Brian Fay pacing him with Callum Davies and Adam Goddard. He was there as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then Seth just slowly came back to him. He probably got on with 550 metres to go, went past him. There is some beautiful footage of that guy on the skateboard who just is in lane 3 next to him for the whole last 500 metres. Brett Robinson, I think, did 10 head checks. Would have been at least 10 head checks. And this is why Seth is on his shoulder, and I understand it. It's like Seth closes races really hard. He outkicked, Cam Myers and Kai Robinson at the National 5K champs. So he knows how to close a race. But Brett just had him covered and just kept looking over his shoulder to make sure he was there. Both their techniques were terrible. Like, imagine showing someone a video of that saying these are our best 2 5K runners at the moment. I know there's other people, but like in the same ballpark kind of thing. Like their techniques went to shit the last 2 laps, but they looked great. Like just some mongrel. This is good for Brett.
How much could you tell that he wanted? Like, how bad did he want that?
He wanted it, yeah.
That meant a lot to him, I reckon, that race, and it shouldn't.
He
have.
needed it too.
Yeah, Box Hill Burn. You got a bloke who's been to 3 Olympics.
World Champs finalist, isn't he? Russia, was it Russia? The World Champs over there. He made the final real young.
Former Australian record holder in the marathon.
And last race Valencia marathon, and now he's at Box Hill on a Thursday night.
And I just loved seeing him go to the absolute well to get a win. And I was rooting for him because of that. Like, it's just a champion mentality.
The comeback story.
When you look at his last few years, from the time that he held the half and the marathon records, like they're both gone, had to pull out of the Olympics, has had some really poor like marathons, either like DNFs or just way slower than you'd
as well. I reckon
he
missed a London, maybe a Valencia as well. He's missed a few.
So to have a race where, it's still a fair bit slower than his PB, and with his age now, I'm not saying he can't run PBs, but it was just that, okay, I'm not done yet. Like I've still got something left.
He's going to be the kind of bloke who might end up in C grade just fighting for wins when he's 53 years old. You just got that in him, I reckon.
If Seth wasn't there, like Seth changes this race. Like when I didn't watch it live, so I saw the results and I'm like, and I think I'd checked social media and I'm like, what's everyone up and about? Like 13:28, like that's nothing special. And then I saw that Seth was behind him. I'm like, okay, now we're talking. Like that's a scalp to take because Seth's been the flavor of the month the last 12 months. So for him to drop down, Seth didn't look like the Seth that we've seen over the last 6 months though.
No.
No,
well, it clearly didn't running that time.
I'm surprised he asked for 13:25. He should have 13:15. Yeah. If he went with Brett's pack at 13:30, you probably would have backed him with 2 laps to go over Brett. Just the younger legs, but it backfired on him a bit, that tactic.
Yeah. No, it was good it was a great watch. Didn't expect a Thursday night at home with YouTube just on the TV going, oh, this is getting me excited about running again.
Will Lewis, we spoke about before, won the 1500 in 3:41 from Luke Shaw, 3:42. Ellie Brooks won the females race in 14:28. Lara Sakana was second in 4:27. Take us back overseas, Croaks.
Yeah, so there was an indoor meet over in France sort of midweek, and we spoke, I think, last episode about how Keely Hodgkinson just did the heat of the British Championships and not the final. And this was the race that she was targeting. So 800 metres, she won 154.87, which took 0.95 of a second off Yolanda Cheplak's world record, which was set back in 2002. It was actually set the day that Keely was born. So that was obviously the highlight from this meet. We also mentioned, I think a few weeks back, that Jess was looking to break the 2K indoor world record. She won the race, ran 5:26.68, which put her number 2 all time behind Gonzebi Dibaba, missed the record by 3 seconds. And then in the 3K, Halu got the win there in a world leading time of 8:24. Nadia Batacleti was third, 8:26, which is a national record and only 0.03 off the European record. And Lauren Ryan was in that race as well, and she finished 7th, 8:37, which was a PB. Also, I think Adam Spencer won the B 1500 in 3:35.
Okay. Yeah. Good. I love the celebration, how she pretended to smash the check over her leg. Did you see that? Like break the check as she just broken the record.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, she got the big check and then she pretended to like smash it with her knees to snap it in half.
How good's her comeback been?
She got a bit of personality, doesn't she? She, think about Nike as a brand. Is she the number one? She's the best thing. She's the best person that could potentially represent that brand worldwide. Yeah, marketable, breaks records. A bit of
modelling too.
Looks strong.
Not that would change anything, but it is an act. That's
part of being marketable, isn't it?
Well, yeah, especially if you're good in front of the camera, that you can use you for campaigns and stuff. Yeah,
she was good on that mic at the Faith Kipyegon thing. Like she was one of the hosts.
Oh yeah.
Take away Kipchoge. Who else?
Cole Hocker.
I'll have a think about it. Get back to you next week.
Yeah, there's probably a few more actually. It's probably quite. There's
a lot of events, Brady, in the world of track and field.
Jakob Ingebrigtsen knows pretty well. He's a Nike boy. Yeah, shouldn't have said that maybe. Moves to Osaka Marathon. Did you get some bad memories watching this yesterday?
No, didn't watch it. Tough place to run this. Anyone who finishes this race is going pretty good, I reckon. In the males, Ibrahim Hassan ran 2:05.2, which was a course record and a national record.
Yeah, he's from Djibouti.
No idea what that is.
Country.
Djibouti.
I'm sure that's how you say it.
Is that in Africa?
Yeah.
You heard of that, Brady?
Yeah, I've seen it written on a piece of paper. I'm not sure how I'd go at pronouncing it. It's got a blue on the flag, doesn't it? Blue and a bit of green and white.
Not sure about the flag.
Oh. I've never heard of that country before. Second place was, don't know, but in the ladies, Mari Dibaba another Debaba, ran 2:21.44, which was a course record. We had some Aussies over there. Tara Palm came 8th. So top 10 at Osaka. That is very good going. She ran a PB, 2:31.58. I reckon she's peppered that a bit, that area, that low 2:30s area, especially at Osaka.
Yeah, I think her and Caitlin Adams went through 74 high maybe, or 74 something through half.
Yeah, and then just faded a little. We had Brad Carlefelt run 2:21.49, which was an over 45s Australian record. Now,
Not good.
This hits
for
a bit
Croaks.
close to home here, Croaks, because you were eyeing this thing off. Who had it? I don't remember his name.
I've got it written down here.
Well, I reckon
Wayne Spires.
I reckon Rowan Walker ran the quickest, but I think the record is for Wayne Spires. But
I'm sick of these rumours about people doing stuff that they're not in the record
Brad
books.
took like 4 minutes off.
Yeah, it's not
probably.
Good for you, Croaks.
5 minutes off?
2:25.47 was the record.
Yeah, so it took what 4 minutes? 4 minutes off.
Good for Brad Carterfelt, not so good for you.
That's
good though.
Quality athlete though. Like you got to remember, Stixie was one of the best triathletes in the world. Like won Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
I think maybe a bronze at the World Championships, and like we know how good the top triathletes in the world are. Like I've no doubt in his prime, if he wanted to be a marathon runner, he's running 2:12. Like he's doing that. So the only disappointing thing, because I sent him a message yesterday congratulating him, and the women's over 45 record is still faster than the men's.
Good.
So I said, you got to go back and have another crack.
Get that Sinead Diver one.
Yeah.
It's going to make your job a bit harder, Croaks. Clearing out a few of these records.
I got no worries that he can do it.
Croaks.
I still got a slab for under 220, I reckon, with you, Brady.
You do.
And I am happy about it. Happy about that. Just as happy as I am about that Rayner one.
Yeah.
The Rayner Robbo one.
Caitlin Adams had a bad second half. So she went through half in 1:14.12, finished in 2:31.55. And I was just thinking what a contrast it is. Like, first marathon, goes perfect, wins Melbourne Marathon, has Jess as a pacemaker. How easy is marathon running? She wouldn't have said it's easy, but you're like, 10 out of 10, what a lovely experience to then be running, 3:45, 3:46K pace in the back end of the marathon, experiencing what it's like on the other side of the coin.
It's a marathon.
It's a brutal
event,
isn't it? Yeah. When it goes bad, like you can leak minutes in that last 10K.
Did you see this guy from America, Ethan Shuley?
Yeah, number 7 US all time.
Yeah, so this is from Jonathan Galt. His Twitter here. Graduated in 2016. He went to BYU. So that's like Ed Eyestone with Conor Manson, that, isn't it? Yeah. He was on the team for 2 years, but barely raced at all from 2016 to 2023 due to injuries. Graduated from BYU in 2023, moved to Japan, resumed serious training. He ran 2:20 in 2024, then he ran 2:18 and 2:11 last year, and now ran 2:07.
What?
Yeah.
Is he on Strava?
All his stuff's on Strava. He's coached now by Isaac Wood, runs mega miles, including 150-mile weeks in the build-up for Osaka.
Whoa. How's he gone from being injured all the time to being able to do that?
Yeah. I'm just looking at his oh boy, there's some big weeks here. 240K weeks.
Yeah, good.
I tell you what though, it's sort of off topic, but shoe technology, how much easier is it to actually run massive miles per week compared to how it used to be? Like I'm even noticing it myself. Like I'm not young anymore, but I'm comfortably running 145K a week, and I do not feel banged up at all. Whereas I reckon 5 or 6 years ago, if I'm getting out there in just an old Pegasus or whatever, which I was probably doing all my long runs in, like I'm probably more banged up back then running 145K a week than I am now, despite being 6 years older.
This guy rarely runs under 4:15 for a K. Like there's a lot of
Talking about Croaks?
No, I'm talking about Ethan. Monday morning, 24K at 4:16s. Monday afternoon, 15K at 4:18s. Went second, 24. These are just 24K at 4:16s, 15K at 4:16s. Does a workout, 12K at 3:11s. Bit of a fartlek in there. Doubles 15K. It's just Ks everywhere.
Imagine a double at 15K. That's not a double, is it? That's a run.
Yeah.
You call it a double, but it's just a second run. Doubles are like small little recovery runs, 25, 30 minutes. That's what I've always done.
Next day, 24K. 24K in the morning, 15K in the afternoon.
So like an hour 40 or something?
Yeah, it was an hour 45 in the morning and then an hour and 6 in the afternoon.
Give us what are his sessions? Does he label his sessions in there?
Yeah, he labels everything. This was 4 weeks out, marathon-specific training. He did 33.8K at 3:19s. It's in miles. Got the legs a bit fatigued, and then the last 8 miles at marathon pace, around 450 mile average. More of a mental battle.
That's like 302s or something.
Yeah, but it's a lot of that just smacking your legs up, just being tired all the time.
A lot of tired running, for sure. Yeah, a lot of aerobic stuff.
Unsponsored. Did have Puma kit on, but he's not aligned to anyone.
Might change now.
You think so, wouldn't it? This episode is brought to you by Say Sky. The Spring-Summer 2026 collection is inspired by the unspoken poetry of running, the grind, the breakthroughs, and those quiet moments where you find your rhythm. Because running isn't just a sport, it's a way of being. It's showing up for the early alarms, it's the heavy legs, the long runs, and chasing the feeling rather than the finish line. Say Sky is for runners who don't take shortcuts, who zig when others zag, and who find meaning in the process, always moving forward at your own rhythm. You can shop the full range at saysky.com, where you can also score 15% off with our exclusive discount code using the code IRP15 at checkout. Say Sky is also available at selected retailers across Australia, so you can check it out in person and see why so many runners are switching to the Star. Where are we up to, Croaks? Taking us back to Spain.
Yeah, Castellon 10K. I actually watched this on YouTube while I was riding the bike today. Another one of those just Spanish road races where conditions look amazing, flat course. So in the men's, Harbert Quebec got the win. Pulled away in sort of the last K and a half. He ran 26:39, which puts him number 5 all time for 10K on the road. Jan Schrub from France, he was able to run away from Almgren in the last few hundred meters to run 26:43, which took, I think, 2 seconds off Almgren's European record, which he set in Valencia. And Almgren ran, 26:45. I think that's the identical time that he ran in Valencia. In the women's, Caroline Gidonga, she got the win 29:34, which was equal number 9 all time. Beat Nelvin Jepkemboy, who was actually winning at 5K and looked amazing, but sort of blew up a bit in the second half. She finished second in 29:45. Megan Keith was fourth, 30:07, which broke Ailish McColgan's European record. And McColgan was actually in that race, and she ran about 30:35, I think. So, it was a good race to watch.
Where's Megan Keith from?
Scotland.
That wouldn't be good, would it? Getting beaten by someone from your own country and losing your record.
She did.
You'd prefer not to be there, wouldn't you?
McColgan, though, she did congratulate. That's how I knew that she was Scottish. Which I saw a Facebook post or whatever.
Yeah, good sport. The last bit of news is from the Saucony Battle for Boston. This was at BU. There was a fast 3K there. Ernest Chariot got the win, 8:40. Sam Ruth, our boy over there in New Zealand.
Is this a 2 mile?
No, 3K.
3,000 metres.
These times are wrong then.
Sorry,
that should be 7:40. 7:43. Yeah. So Sam's 7:43 was the number 4 under 18 indoors time ever, and he broke the Oceania under 18 record. Jack Ansey was also there. He won the mile in 3:52. It's going all right, Jack, isn't he? Had a good race over there the other week, off World Cross Country in that relay. And then this final bit of news just says Instagram.
Did you guys see this?
Oh, yeah.
So
This guy got disqualified making the gun symbol across the line.
I actually saw this when I was on the bike today. So Shepiso Masalela, he won a 1,500 metres indoor. He won it in 3:32.55. Sort of came from the clouds in the last 400. And as he's overtaking Habs, he then basically looks to the side and has basically puts his hand up as if it's a gun, as if he's shooting Habs. But he only won by 1/100th of a second. So showboating, and Habs almost came back and got him. And I listened to the commentators and they're like, oh, that's pretty cheeky from him. And they didn't think much of it. But then they decided to DQ Masalela and give Habs the win because for unsportsmanlike conduct, which I sort of, it's not a great gesture, but to be disqualified for that, I reckon, is fairly rough. Thoughts?
Agreed. A bit of personality in the sport, a bit of celebration, a bit of a rivalry brewing, and you go and take this bloke's prize money off him.
You can't pretend to shoot someone, though, can you?
Well,
fingers, mate. Bang.
I've just killed you. I just killed you in the last 400.
Yeah.
You never done this at school? Yeah. Bang, 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 bang. What, are you going to put that kid in jail that does that next time?
Yeah, to be fair, if someone did that on the yard when you're on yard duty, you'd probably just let it go. Just say, just put the guns away. You're probably not pulling anyone off the yard for that, to be honest. Yeah. Isn't there there's no gun emoji on the Apple? I mean, on the iPhone.
There's a water pistol.
There's a pistol
instead.
Water
pistol, yeah.
So,
which gets used to heat.
Yeah, I know, because there's no gun there.
The only reason I put it in there was I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on it because I thought, it's probably a bit rough. I thought it was a stupid move because he almost lost the race by doing it. It was 1/100th or 1,000th of a second or something. Anyway.
Just having a look through some of the comments here, Croaks. It's good for engagement, isn't it? 900 comments on this post. Yeah, I don't know. Is it threatening behaviour?
Mitch Dyer commented, that's so weak.
Oh. Yeah, too woke, you think, Croaks?
And then someone's right, this is literally every Noah Lyle celebration.
Yeah, he does that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think that's soft.
We'll move on. Thanks to Precision Fuel and Hydration, chances are you're gearing up for a race yourself. But how dialed in is your race day nutrition? Precision Fuel and Hydration makes it simple with a free online planner. Visit precisionhydration.com. Get your numbers today. Just got to put in a few details, boys, and then you get spat out a nutrition plan, which if you're doing anything like a London, a Boston, a Ballarat, you're getting sorted with this stuff now. You're practicing with this stuff now. So check that out. Whispers, we're live, boys. We just got some teething issues, but we are live. We've set up, scroll down because we've got the music countdown. Everyone, a lot of excitement, especially from you two boys about this. We're going to count down. We're asking people what are their favourite songs to run to. So there was a bit of confusion. A couple of people thought it's their favourite songs of the last 12 months. This is all time. If you got to make a playlist of 10 songs only, it's all you can listen to for the rest of your life. What are you putting on these 10 songs? It's hard to do. I got a short list of about 130 the other day, boys, that I'll just slowly kind of cut down. And with a massive thanks to Ryan Shand and James Hartop as well also offered his services. We've got some legendary Patreon supporters, boys. You put this stuff out there, people in your inbox the next day, just offering to help you out. So Ryan's had a go building this site for us. It's been linked to Patreon at the moment. We're just seeing how the program works. A few kind of little teething issues at the moment, but most of the votes are rolling in, and we're just going to try and just fine up a few things before we go out to the public. We're going to leave it open for about a month, so you're going to get sick of me banging on about it, boys. But scroll down, you can see the votes. That's the most popular votes coming in already. See the bottom of the agenda there?
Can you explain, what's the purpose of this again?
I just want to know what are the most popular songs to run to. What are people's
big ones in here?
And what are we doing with it then?
I'll make it into a playlist. But then I think once voting closes, I might say read out 30 to 20 one week, and then 20 to 10 the next week, and then 10 to 0 the week after.
So people vote. vote on this?
Yeah. So that's what I've just been explaining. That you go to this link and you can go to the link and you just type in what you want to vote for, and then this is. I'll send you the link now, and you can have a look at it live.
He's very up and about this, isn't he?
I like listening to music. I don't know.
So do I. But I have the same. I pretty much have the same playlist on every run that I go on.
Someone found yours. Did you know that?
Yeah.
People have searched up Viv on Spotify.
And then Viv wasn't real impressed.
No, I don't like that. It's pretty funny though.
Pretty sure I found him. I found his playlist.
Yeah.
So there's a website link. So I've just shared it to you now. So click on that website link. Oh, that might not work because hang on, because it'll make you log in. Website link, which goes to our main website, Moose, where we're selling, where we've got the running company connection there as well.
Good.
And then it links it up with Spotify. And you pretty much just select your country. So you go, I'm from Australia. And then it's got a list of all the songs that have been voted for so far. So I can click down here, 99 Problems from Jay-Z. I go, yep, that's in mine. I hit vote. That goes to the tally. It's in.
So can I add them too?
Yeah. If you need to add them, so thanks, your votes have been recorded. We want people to vote 10 times. Now
I'm going to put one in now.
Yeah, so you go to, if it's not there already, you got to search it. But there has been a few teething issues with the search function at the moment, which we're sorting. Ryan's messaging me as we're talking, but most people seem to be working all right. There was a couple
failed.
Has it? Yeah, great.
What do I search for?
Well, what song do you want?
Do I search for just the song, or do I?
You should be able to type in a strong.
Search for the band, or?
Well,
quality audio.
Either or should fix it up at the moment. So I've just typed in Stronger. No. So it's like, do you want Stronger by Kanye West? Do you want Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft Punk? Do you want Stronger by Kelly Clarkson? And then you hit vote. Yeah, there's a couple of teething issues, but we'll sort that out in the next couple of days. But we'll go live with it. But yeah, some of the popular ones coming in so far. You've got things like Mr. Brightside, The Killers was fairly high. Bleed It Out, Linkin Park, Killing in the Name of, Rage Against the Machine. What else is there? Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen, Thunderstruck, AC/DC, Joker and the Thief, Wolf Mother.
Bulls on Parade, Denzel. There's actually some very good stuff in here.
Yeah. There's Runaway, Kanye West and Pusha T. There's some good stuff. Anyway.
I'm going to download this playlist when it comes out.
When it comes out, it's going to be great. But I would love it if more people that vote, the bigger this pool of numbers is, and we get to really get a good indication of what the most popular songs are. Because I don't think anyone's done this over a large group of people before. But that's my whisper segment for tonight, a promotion of our poll. What's Moose on the loose?
Oh, well, I thought I'd do... Last week went pretty well throwing out these questions. Bit of a fun one. So I'm going to do it again. You guys know what High Rocks is?
Oh, Moose! I can't believe you've gone here for Moose on the loose.
No, I want to know. I was thinking today. I'm like, what? So the question is,
I know they have to run 1K, don't they?
They got to run 1K.
Yeah, in between every station.
So they start off with a K, then they do a ski erg 1,000 meters, which I think gets your heart rate up a fair bit. Apparently. That's like when you're standing there and you're pulling the
those things,
the ropes down. Then they run a K again, do a sled push for 50 meters, run a K, sled pull for 50 meters, run a K, take your shirt off, burpee broad jump 80 meters, run a K, row, like you know what a row is, Brady?
Yeah, you have to row 1K?
1K, yeah.
Oh,
then you got to run a K again. Farmer's carry, which is like carrying this big sack of sand over your shoulders for 200 meters.
No, the farmer's carry is where you're basically holding something in each hand and walking along.
My bad. Yeah. Yep. Yes, you got to carry. Yeah, and then sandbag lunges, which is that over your shoulder?
Yeah, that's the sandbag over your shoulder and lunging.
You got to do lunges with the sandbag. Run a K and then do 100 wall balls. Run a K.
So what is it? 8K?
Like,
is it 8?
It's 8 by a K with those things that splits them up.
Sounds very hard.
Yeah, my question is, what are you guys running your 1K splits in? throughout this event?
Well, I'm be getting slower.
Because you get time, don't you? Like the quicker you go.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
how
race.
okay, that's
it's a race for sure. Yeah.
Well, the Ks wouldn't be my issue. Everything else would be.
Yeah,
well, I think the Ks would be
my issue. Like, I'd probably run 3:20 for the first one, and then I'd be probably battling run 4-minute Ks by the end of it.
Let me see what the elites do.
Imagine the only one of these machines or things I've actually done is the rower machine. And when I get off that, if I punch a K hard, the thought of running a quick 1K would kill me.
Yeah, well, some of these, like your legs would just be absolutely cooked.
I thought you were going to take the piss out of this Moose, this high rock stuff.
I'm actually interested.
Here he's pumping up high rocks. That's why I'm
very
surprised.
You're not allowed to wear a shirt either, are you? Have to do it without a shirt on.
I don't see why you'd wear a shirt.
Yeah, you've got to get a fake tan as well, just from the stuff I've seen.
So here are the 1K splits from the guy who won the elite, the guy who won at High Rocks.
You win money?
Oh, yeah. I mean, these guys get a heap, big endorsements.
Okay.
He's run 358, 324, 340, 353, 354, 336, 359, and he's come home in 245.
No, he hasn't.
Yes,
they're not measuring this properly.
That is coming home fast.
No, I'm calling it a bit of GPS mayo there.
It's indoors.
Yeah, they're just putting a cone out where they think 500 meters is and say go up there and back.
But they do the same 1K, I believe, and he's gone from running at one point a 354.
Who is he? What's his name?
His name is Tim Wenisch, Wenisch. So that's an impressive cut down. Yeah.
I was trying to look him up on Strava just to see.
You still haven't answered me yet.
What time would I do it?
What are you throwing out there? And who would win out of you and Croaks?
Croaks would kill me.
No, I'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the world champion. I thought it was just an Australian guy.
Yeah, world champion. I said that.
Like the problem is
Adidas.
The problem is, Moose, I would get so gassed at some of these exercises that it would take me half an hour to finish them. Like, because my upper body would be cooked. Like if I do that ski erg thing, I'm like, okay, anything that I need to use my upper body for I'm stuffed for the next hour.
Yeah, that's hard. That it would be so hard. But I think the hardest, the sandbag lunges to me would have to be the hardest. Like that, a lunge anyway. But imagine doing 100 meters of lunges and then you got to think, I've got to carry this bag on me, like this big sandbag. This is some
I get a feeling. I'm going to put it out there. When people ask where's the podcast heading in 5 years, I'm going to say I'm going to still be doing what I'm doing, just treadmill sessions, 2-hour long runs. Moose will be competing in high rocks.
I'm the one out of the three that could do it. And I reckon I could go far in it. I reckon I could be a champion.
By the time you get back going, though, it'll be out of flavour. That'll be something else. You'll be back doing Tough Mothers, getting electrocuted.
There'll be no money left in it.
Yeah, crawling through the mud or something. That's what you'll be back doing.
Do you know I did some wall throws the other night? Ball throw. What do they call them? Wall balls. I got a medicine ball. I was chucking them, and I'm like, this ain't bad. Could punch out a few of these.
I noticed in that thing, technique's really important in terms of timing it so that you're really using your legs to get it back up there.
I also can't run a K right now, and I have to do eight of them. So that would be my week event, the run.
So what was his finishing time, that guy?
53 overall?
Minutes. It takes him about an hour.
Yeah, this guy on his profile, it says 53 from one of those.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, this is the kind of athlete you'd want, protecting you, Croaks. Protecting you two boys if there was an apocalypse. This guy can run, he can jump, he can carry stuff, he can lift stuff.
He just sends us a photo of the guy with his shirt off. I'm on his profile, I can see this stuff. Yeah,
Looks
he's the
good.
guy.
Moose, you need to get some sleep. I tell you,
He's the guy you want protecting you.
you lost it.
Do you know, I won't tell you who it was, but there was an athlete come in the store the other day in Canberra, bought a pair of shoes for High Rocks, former high-level distance runner.
Jai Edwards.
No, I'm not saying the name, won't give it up.
Yeah,
Bought
Puma,
a pair of
Puma have got their own shoes.
bought a pair of Puma for High Rocks.
How good's that? Good
I
sale.
tell you who a top athlete who does high rocks now. You guys heard of Simon Thompson?
Nah.
Tomo? So he went to the Olympics for triathlon.
Oh yeah, Tomo.
Yeah, Tomo was from Canberra. So
Tomo, I know is Mark Thompson.
Yeah, did some sessions with Tomo over in Boulder actually. Yeah, so he went to 2000 and I'm going to say 4 Olympics, and yeah, he does high rocks now. He's like a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
Good. Good moose on the loose. Got us talking. Listen to question. Croaks, bring it home.
Well, it wasn't really a moose on the loose. So nothing.
Well,
The moose is impressed.
I'm coming up with some content, Croaks. Give us a go.
I like it. All right, listen to question.
You educated me. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, can't just listen to Croaks fucking race robots every week.
I actually watched it. It was in that Melbourne one was on like a couple of months ago. I actually watched part of it on
Of course you
KO
did.
Sport. Yeah.
Imagine how much time this bloke has to watch fucking High Rocks on TV.
Don't bag High Rock. You've just been pumping it up for the last 20 minutes.
Watch a couple of coals of golf, won't you?
Yep. All right. This episode's listener question is proudly brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration. And the question comes from Adam Rudgley, who was also a good triathlete back in the day. How should you do threshold sessions in the heat? Go off pace or heart rate or RPE?
Look at medio pace.
It doesn't. It's not a specific ask here. But I'm going to change it slightly and say, how would you run your threshold if you were in the heat? You could say the easy answer is to say, you run them to heart rate. So you put your heart rate monitor on, and instead of running 320s, you run a 335s because it's 35 degrees outside. But you lose the mechanical component to that session. So what I would do is I would shorten the efforts that you're running at and increase the frequency of rest throughout the workout so that you're still getting faster turnover and higher speed for the workout, but then you're not getting to a point where your heart rate just explodes. So you're stopping and resting once you get to that sort of threshold mark. And you can still run the same sort of pace that you would have if it was cooler, or maybe a little bit slower. So I think heart rate's still relevant, but I would change a session around. If like a lot of people, it's changed now, but it used to be like, you do a 20-minute threshold or a 30-minute threshold. That's very difficult in the heat because once your heart rate gets up, it just continues to go. It's very hard to keep it. So you have to slow down dramatically to stay in the threshold zone for that workout.
Yeah, that was going to be my answer, Moose. Break it up into manageable sections, and using heart rate as the guide. Once you start to creep above that threshold heart rate, that's time to have a break. And in a way, like I know years ago it was, you want to do 30-minute threshold pretty much every week. And I'm essentially doing that on the treadmill now, but I'm breaking it up into 6-minute reps where I'm still getting 30 minutes of threshold in, but I'm actually finishing that 30 minutes in much better condition than I was when I was just doing 30 minutes straight. So yeah, I think breaking thresholds up is really good. And obviously if you're doing marathon stuff, like that's way slower than threshold anyway. So yeah, I think you get just as fit doing 6-minute reps at threshold, but doing 6 of them. So 36 minutes work versus 30 minutes straight, but battling towards the back end and probably not getting quite as much quality.
I think the fact that Adam's thinking about this, like he's thinking these are a couple of different options that he should be considering when he's trying to do threshold work in the heat is the good start. Because how many times do you go out and just go, okay, this is my threshold pace. This is what I want to hit. I'm going to disregard all the factors that the weather can throw in, and you just try to do it. So
used to do that a lot, didn't we? Like it would it never would where heart rate threshold would be like, I'm running this pace today, 3:15s, no matter what, and I'm going for 30 minutes, and the last 10 minutes are going to be a race effort.
Yeah.
What about
keep
though
on.
when you like your threshold just used to be your goal half marathon pace?
Yeah.
I really want to run 65 for half marathon, so you're just doing 3:05 pace. Doesn't matter if it's hot, if it's cold, if it's windy. Didn't matter if you did 2.5 hours, 48 hours before on the Sunday. It's like it's a failure if I do not run 3:05 pace. So
I actually adopted this recently. So a guy that I was coaching who was living in Sydney, he's recently moved to Brisbane, and just through like family life, like he's got a couple of young kids and he's restricted with his training. So he said, look, let's just make one run a week where you just go out for, an hour and you throw a surge in the middle. And that could be like 20 to 30 minutes, could be a progression or whatever. And that's fine in Sydney. But now he's gone to Brisbane. The instructions are break it up if it's hot. So just, do like 10-minute blocks as opposed to just doing 25 to 30 minutes straight. So
and just start on that easier sign. Like how many times you do a workout when it's a bit warm and you're like, okay, this isn't too bad in the first 5 minutes, but then 15 minutes in, it just like creeps and just smacks you. Like you just got to be so respectful of it early on.
Especially, I think Adam actually lives up in Brisbane, and so that's a different heat as well. Like heart rate when it's hot and humid just skyrockets really easily.
This app though, boys, could be the real deal. Could be the real deal.
Yeah.
Put in your data, see what it says. Can you change your location?
Yeah, you can. Yep.
Do you know?
So I've got Moama. Let me just set it as Brisbane while you're talking, Moose.
And you can actually put in runs, Brady. So let's say my standard Mulligan's loop, I can put that run into the app and it will tell me exactly how many seconds a K I should slow down over the course of it, but also individual kilometre splits in terms of, because this K is going to be into a headwind. This one's going to be into a tailwind. So I can put my Mulligan's loop into the app.
In there. Yep. Okay. So you could put where you're working out. Yeah, so this is telling me tomorrow, 7 a.m. in Brisbane, that I need to slow down 7 seconds a K because the heat's going to affect me 3.2%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you run on, I think it's the Coros, has an elevated adjusted pace. So if you're going uphill, it'll take the pace you're running and convert it based on the elevation you're on. So if you want to hit 4-minute K effort for the whole run and you're going up a hill and you start to slow down to 4:05s, but it'll show, and if it's a strong enough hill, it will say that you're running 3:50 pace, like adjusted.
It shows you that live.
Yeah, you could probably get this Medio pace on your watch to change, like so that you're actually getting real time temperature elevation. Fuck, I'm just thinking right now.
Yeah.
I don't know about this. I don't know. This is too far away from what this is not old school anymore. This is not blue collar. When your watch is telling you.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to start doing it for races, Moose. You're coming in 20 metres to go at Albert Park 10K. You've just ran 31 minutes, but it says, no, you're actually on 30:15 pace.
Yeah. Gee, don't do that. Don't do that, filthy feels. Keep away from that app.
That's a good chat. Thanks to Precision Fuel and Hydration. Visit precisionhydration.com. You can use the code IRP 2026 for 15% off your first order as well. Hobart Track Classic this weekend. It is a national 3,000 metre championships. Pick your fighter, boys. Tell me who's got to win this. Got the document open. It's pretty loaded.
Yeah. Well, Moose, you probably have you seen the start list?
I'm about to click on it right now. I'm going to say Callum Davies wins. Is he on it?
Yeah, he's on it.
Yep, he wins. That's the guy.
I was surprised not to see Drew Thomas. Drew Thomas has won how many of these?
Injured.
Has he?
Yep.
Do you know what he's got?
Quad, maybe. Niggling quad. Coming back, not far off.
There's a few guys here I'll be interested to see how they go. Like Jesse Hunt. He had that.
Brett Robinson's in this.
Yeah, Brett Robinson's there. Jesse Hunt. Remember he had that breakthrough year, ran 3:33, 1,500, and then pretty much went missing last year.
Is he still with on?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got a for a smoky. I'm going to go Alex Stitt.
Oh yeah,
Not a
good
smoky.
call.
Well,
That's not a no.
his P-
That's not a
His
smoke.
Didn't he
PB,
win the 3K at Zatopek?
his PB's 8 flat.
Yeah, but he's been in college. What's his
Yeah, but that's why
What's
it's
his
a bit of a
2 mile
smoky.
PB?
Like his PB is like 10, 12 seconds slower than
Not for
Callum
anyone who
Davies
knows
runs
about the sport.
7:47.
This race is wide open.
It is. Yep.
Callum Davies, Alex Stitt, good
Cal
shouts.
Davies, did he win? No, Jude won this a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, Jude won it like 3 times or something.
It's going to come to but guys like Ben Buckingham and Brett Robertson aren't going to want to sit and kick. There's a couple of old dogs in here that are going to push it along if it's too slow.
But I think Callum has sort of got that sweet spot at the moment where he showed good strength in the 5K at Box Hill, and we know he's got that 1500 speed. But I'll still go Alex Stitt.
Cal Davies has to start favourite. You're right, Croaks.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Ladies.
very good field again.
Yeah.
Claudia
Very
Hollingsworth's in there, isn't she?
Yeah.
Abby Caldwell, Georgia Griffith, Maudie Skyring, Rose Davies.
Yeah.
Um,
I think a lot of this comes down to what shape the girls are in. Like, I haven't seen Rose race for ages. Haven't seen Georgia race for a while. I think I'm just going to go Georgia here. Like, she 8:24 PB. As long as she's fit, I think 3K is her distance.
Abby Caldwell for me here. She's been racing a bit lately. She's might be ahead in terms of fitness than some of the other girls, like racing fitness.
Claudia Hollingsworth for me. Her PB is a minute and 5 seconds slower, but they're not entering her in this race unless she's going to be in that lead pack.
Yeah.
And you know what happens if she's in the lead pack with a lap to go. You talk about Rose Davies' kick, but she's not Claudia Hollingsworth kind of kick.
Yeah, but I suppose you look at Rose, like what she did last season, 14:30 5K runner.
It's her first race back though. She had an appendix taken out and then she had another issue with her foot. I think she cut her foot or something.
That's where it's hard for people like Rose and Georgia to like pick them without really knowing where they're at.
Were you about to say it's disrespectful what I said, Moose?
Nah, it's disrespectful. We're not picking someone like Rose Davies for this. She should start favourite here.
Yeah, form coming in.
Georgia has the fastest PB in the field.
Oh, no, guys, scroll down to the bottom. This isn't going to be slow.
Yeah,
because Tanaka's in it.
Well, do you know this? I was just looking at this. I'm like, I had a moose on the loose several years ago, maybe early days. Why are there internationals in a national championship race? It makes no sense to me. This is a championship event.
But look at Zatopek. For years, like Zatopek was always being won, or not always being won, but even back in like Mona's era.
Yeah, there was the Kenyans that come over. There was US athletes. They had the Tanzanians and all that. But
Galen Rupp was out here for Zatopek.
It doesn't mean that I think it's like it can convolutes the race when there's internationals there.
Yeah, I agree. But I think this is a 3K on a summer series meet, and then they say, oh, yeah, by the way, we'll make it nationals.
It is a bit different when it's like that, yeah.
What's worse, Moose, having an international over for, say, Zatopek, national 10K, versus having a certain athlete or a certain group have a pacemaker organised for a national championship?
Well, if the pacemaker finishes the race, I'm all right with it.
Well, they often don't at Zatopek.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't like that either. I think we've made mention of that in the past. National championships should be racing it should be the rawest form of racing.
This is Saturday night. The stream will be there. 8:40 for the women's race, 8:46 for the women's, men's 8:14. There you go. Half an hour. Yeah. It's going to be good. Tokyo Marathon's also on. Sinead Diver returns to marathoning. Whisperers reckon, people around Albert Park reckon she's fit. Couple of Patreon comments just like, she is fit, looking fast, sub 4 minute Ks all the time, every time they see her around Albert Park. So it's going to be good to see Sinead back. Ed Goddard, you'll follow him on Strava. We've spoken about Ed a bit lately. Nothing shows me on that he's training for a marathon. Alex Harvey's also racing off that PB over in Murugami.
Maybe Ed's not. Maybe he's just, obviously these fields are sorted well before months out.
Like, he's already done 22K today. You wouldn't be doing that on Monday of race week, would you?
No.
No, you wouldn't think so.
His mileage is pretty big. But I haven't seen any. Yeah, he's running 180K weeks. But his long run was, 28K. Yeah, I don't know. Just didn't see anything marathon specific in that build up. That's a show. What do you got coming up, Moose? What's coming up next week?
Well, I go to Canberra on Wednesday.
This week?
Yeah, this week. You got dinner for me again, mate?
Are you up? Are you solo? Family?
Yeah, solo. Yep.
But you're staying up. You're staying up for a while now, aren't you?
No, I go home Saturday morning, and then I'm up again. Then my daughter can come back for some swimming lessons.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I like that idea. Thank you. Thanks for having us, Croaks.
No worries.
Thanks for cooking that barbie again, because that was good last time. I'll bring the meat this time. Then organising this Super Blast thing. Come on, guys. Get behind the Super Blast thing. Come on, Croaks. Come down for a run, mate. Yeah. Friday. It's the morning of the track night. A little bit of a shakeout for you.
What time is it?
6:30
a.m.
6:30 is not bad.
So do you know, like my group warm up at 6:30 on a Friday morning. I'm never there.
No, I know this. I haven't seen a run before 9 a.m. for a very long time.
Imagine the crap I'll cop from all my athletes going, oh yeah, you don't come and train with us on Friday morning, yet you rock up to a store at 6:30 in the morning for a run. We'll see, Moose.
You're the face of the store now, mate.
What's the Thursday night one?
It's sold out.
Well, what? I can't go for a run?
Get him in, mate.
Oh.
Get him in.
I won't eat any of the food, Moose. All right, I'll just come for a run.
I'll get you on a wait list. You go on the wait list.
All right.
All right, Croaks, what are you doing other than being on the wait list?
Some hills tomorrow. Another sort of solid week of training.
Good, boys. Do it all again next week. Patreon supporters, 2 shows coming at you this week. UK Monthly plus Road to Somewhere. See you later, boys.
See ya.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. It was proudly brought to you by Say Sky. You can shop the full range at saysky.com, where you can also score 15% off with our exclusive discount code using the code IRP15 when you check out.